and cram stuff like everything and expect you to remember. We're going to take it slow, make sure everyone is understanding everything. Okay. Next, you should have this would be the second page of this sheet. Okay. The second page of this sheet of the syllabus. Okay. So we got the first page. This was the first page. This is the second page. It should say class, classroom expectations. Okay. Now, obviously, the class expectation for appropriate behavior ain't going to be towards the distance learning kids as much, but it's good for you to know in case you do transition back into traditional learning. Um, these rules will be expected to be followed if you do transition back into traditional learning. So that's why we are going over this, okay? So it says class expectation for appropriate behavior. Number one, each student will be seated in their appropriate seat 1 minute after the tardy bell rings with all the materials for the class. Now, for us, when you get here, we will actually have you probably out in the outside. Our band hall goes to the outside. We'll probably have you in a row on the outside before you can even enter. So that's where you have to be 1 minute before the tardy bell rings. Okay. Then we will let you in class. The purpose of us setting you outside is letting you stand outside first. It's just so we can get your attention, to know to be quiet, and just making sure y'all are just not coming in here running around and everything because this is a big band hall. It ain't no small classroom. Okay, so when you get here, if you ever transition to traditional, just know you'll have to wait outside in the line before we let you in. Okay. Number two is the students are responsible for having, getting, maintaining appropriate supplies for class every day. Okay. So this just means don't come in here and first thing you ask us is for a pencil or for a paper. You should have pencil and paper every day. If you come to class, if you ever come to class, you should have pencil and paper every day. That right there, if you're missing pencil, paper, that's points off your participation grade. Okay, so don't come to class ever, any class, without pencil or paper. All right, number three says food, drinks, gum, candy are not allowed in the band hall. Keep them in your backpacks or you have to be made to throw it away. Okay. We've got a band hall. Our band hall is made of carpet. Okay. We just can't carpet. Um, it makes stuff in a carpet stuff gets absorbed in a carpet pretty easily. Okay, so that's why we say no food or drinks because kids will leave crumbs, will leave spilled drinks in case a drink ever gets spilled. And if it's like a sugar drink like a soda or a Gatorade, Powerade, and you spill it on the carpet is going to soak some of it up, which makes ants want to come in the band hall. We just don't want ants to ever get in our band hall. Now we do have trash cans in here, so if you have something that you have to throw away, um, before you get to your seat, you'll be able to throw it away. But we ask you to keep in your if you're not finished with it, keep in your backpack, or we'll make you throw it away. We try to keep our band hall as clean as possible, um, just so we don't have ants everywhere. Okay. Number four, it says keep all body parts to yourself, which includes showing display of affection. Okay. Um, Obviously, like I said, this doesn't mean much to y'all as much, but just letting you know, if you ever come here, don't hit anybody, don't be shoving anybody, slapping, kicking, whatever you can like, elbowing. Don't be doing all that. Just keep your stuff, your body parts to yourself. Um, and yes, please don't let us catch you showing display of affection, holding hands, all that kind of stuff. A hug, a hug might be fine. With everything going on, I don't think hugging's even good enough. A nice handshake is all you should probably have to do. All right. All right. If you look down there, you said music, classroom procedures. This is a little bit just going back over the classroom expectations. Number one, it says enter the band hall in a quiet, courtesy, and orderly fashion. That means when we let you inside the band hall, we expect you to be quiet, no talking, go straight to your seat, wait for either me or Miss Stapleton to start class. Um, and that's that. If you want to continue to talk, we'll just send you back outside to retry of coming in the band hall again. We're very strict about the noise that goes on because we deal with a lot of noise throughout the day. Okay, number 2 says students must be seated with proper class materials within 1 minute of following the tardy bell. Students will check the board for the daily class agenda and arrange materials as indicated. In class, we have a whiteboard up that says what we're going to be doing that day, what stuff they need to have out, so that they can be ready to learn and for us to teach. Number 3, obviously this one goes for a lot of classes. Students will not talk without permission from the teacher. Okay, just raise your hand. We'll call on you, ask a question, we'll answer the question to the best of our ability. Number 4, all items not needed for the class should be left in your backpack, i.e., or for example, the food, drinks, gum. Keep it in your backpack. We'll make you throw it away. Phones, they better be in your backpack too. That's all I got to say. Number 5, the band director will dismiss students from the class. The bell does not dismiss the class. The teacher does. Now, we will give you ample time. Means plenty. I mean, ample means plenty of time to get your stuff put up for your next class. Obviously, with everything going on and how we're releasing classes, stuff is going to be a little bit different. So we'll always make sure to give you time. Just don't go outside that door before we tell you to. Okay. Consequences, so students who fail to bring proper materials to class will receive a 0 for the daily grade. We'll have an alternate assignment during class, and students consistently unable to follow classroom rules will risk getting in severe consequences. Okay, severe consequences just mean a write-up. But bring your stuff to class. If you come to class, make sure you bring your stuff. Number 2 is the students displaying inappropriate behaviors. Inappropriate behaviors means hitting somebody, fighting with somebody. Obviously, most fights you'll go straight to the principal's office. Saying bullying, saying stuff you shouldn't be saying, that kind of inappropriate behavior. You'll first receive a verbal warning. Then we will have a student conference with the parent phone call. Okay. If it keeps on happening, the third offense will be a parent conference with you. And then the very last time, you'll just receive an office referral. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean much to you as a distance learning kid because we can't control it. We won't be able to see you. But just know this is what will happen if you transition into the traditional learning. All right, if you read below that, it says severe clause. For insubordinate behavior such as profane language, fighting, or other occurrences decided upon the teacher, the lesser consequences may be overlooked and the student may be sent directly to the administration with a disciplinary referral. Okay? Don't fight in the class. Don't cuss. Anything very inappropriate, just don't do it. If you know you shouldn't, don't. Okay? If you read that, it says, I understand the policies and procedures for Miss Stapleton and Mr. Parks' middle school band class. Obviously, that should say middle school music appreciation. Again, typo on my part. And I realize the consequences will follow if rules are broken. I understand what is expected of me while I am a student in the middle school band class. Again, music appreciation. Please resign and return by Friday, August 21st. Okay. Friday, August 21st is the day y'all will come and pick up your next set of packets. This is when this is due. I got to have, you see, it says student signature, parent signature. I need both you and your parents to sign this, okay? That just states that you have read over it, your parents have read over it, and you understand what will happen if you ever come to school and decide to, cuss at anybody, get in a fight, that we will probably just skip those lesser consequences and go straight to an office referral. Okay. Now, if you look at your August 13th, okay, make sure it says the August 13th lesson plan. Okay. If you look at that one, at the bottom, it says for your homework, write a paragraph. Okay. Make sure you do your homework for tonight, and also make sure you're doing the independent practice. Okay. Independent practice just says students will have the syllabus read and over and signed by parents. Okay. Make sure you get the syllabus signed by your parents, so you return that on that 21st. And also do your homework for the night. Okay, it says write a paragraph of your favorite memory that deals with music or something music related. Okay, you do all that stuff. You turn it in on August 21st. Um, you will be good for this day. Okay, you have to make sure you're doing everything every day for each class. This is how they're taking attendance. Okay, the work we give and the work you give, you're supposed to give back for for each teacher will how they will it will be how they take attendance for each day. Okay. So if you don't get the thing signed and you don't do the paragraph, I have to mark you absent from my class on that August 13th. Same thing for the 14th, whatever I got for the 14th. Um, if you don't do it and have it back on that 21st, I have to count you absent for Friday the 14th. Okay. Um, Make sure to get all your homework done for the week. The next video won't be posted. Okay. If you're one of them people who like to get ahead and work, I'm not going to post the next video until um, probably early Friday morning. Okay, probably about see, class starts at 8. So probably I might post it about 8, 7:30, maybe earlier. But that's how I'm going to do the videos, just so that you don't get ahead and do everything the day in one day. The purpose of this is not for you to do everything in one day. You're supposed to spread it out amongst the weeks. So I won't post the next video until probably Friday morning. I hope you have a good day. Tomorrow we'll just review over the syllabus a little bit and um, go over some emergency protocols in class. I think you have a good day.